blade embraces its duty.
Всем привет, кто смотрит стрим. Сегодня мы будем проходить сюжетку Сумеру.
There's a pleasant breeze and glorious sunshine. So, where shall we go for a walk?
Тут столько хилчурлов, а я их просто пропускаю. Горло болит. Еще выше. Вот. Зато можно сверху спрыгнуть. Вот.
We finally made it to Caravan Rebat. It's pretty lively here.
Караван Рибат.
So, oh wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it...
Невероятно.
Enough gawking.
Аль-Хайтам.
Come on, follow me.
Huh?
Аль-Хайтам.
Over here.
Сюда. Куда?
Oh, Ethan went that way. Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
Ладно.
What the? Where did she go? How did we
Студенты
lose them?
нас потеряли, ура.
More Aramite mercenaries?
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago. There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I
You really gave Paimon a scare, Al-Haytham. We never thought we'd run into you. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the...
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Academia. However, had I wished to turn you over to the Academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored?
Oh, right. You do have a
А что он
point.
такой типа
I have
мудрый?
no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged. And these days, you're more. Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved, which brings me back to you and why you're so interesting. The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the divine knowledge capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, you're expected to have that kind of reaction.
Мир.
Oh, Hatham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail.
Сложно
So
объяснить.
that's your, but that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the divine no matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer.
That's right. We have the same...
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement
Нам
in the
надо
desert,
начать с
so
одного
it'll
из главных
probably have
поселений
more
деревни
resources and
Аару.
intel.
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go.
Let's go! Пайман. О, на почту крутка пришла. Переплетающиеся судьбы. Ура. Ивентовая. Это последняя вроде бы. К сожалению. Ну, статую Архонта как раз откроем. Вон статуя Архонта, которая красным светится. Туда нам надо. Надо выносливость набрать, потом пойти. А, вон. Этот мир открыт для тех, чье сердце исполнено благородством. Понятно. Три дендрокула. Дендрокул.
Before us lies.
Whoa. This landscape is real.
Удивление Пайман это что-то с чем-то. О. Вау. Сайна. О, Сайна и его шутки. Какая битва? Ничего себе.
Sign.
А зачем он с нами
Unless my
подрался?
memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now.
Oh, Hatham. Do not think you can escape my judgment. just because you
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be—
Seemed to me more like... Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Al-Haytham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise...
Has Al-Haytham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my
А
breath
что
explaining
сделал
things.
Аль-Хайтам?
Al-Haytham, take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Mat...
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
Ты правда
No
нам
wonder you
солгал.
speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all... As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about... Have you been given a mission that... If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and
Неужели это
resources to judge
поручение
me within
мудрецов?
I should have known
С
it'd
тобой
be
их прям
difficult to-
тяжело.
Well, look at you two, acting
О,
all
да
tough
ща.
and self-righteous
Тебе
over
можно
there.
доверять.
Wait, Dia? Great! Finally, someone that we can... You gotta help us out here.
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not... Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and but how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of... It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick...
Они на нем даже внимания не обращают.
Hey, did either of you hear...
What's going on? The wind's such...
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
О, Кандаки!
All of you, over here.
Someone's calling for us!
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you Academia folks such hard work?
All right, stop...
Шутки от Сайна великолепны. Точка, точка, точка.
Hey, wanna play sardines with three people who want to tear each other? The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can
Ну
hardly
сядь,
keep
если ты не
moving
можешь
anymore.
летать.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room and please, let me introduce myself.
My name is
I'm
Candace.
protector of Aru village.
Our savior. Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's
Пайман зовут
Thank
Пайман.
you so much for helping us.
Кэндис. Большое спасибо.
Wow. She's so gentle and caring. Like a nice older sister.
All right. Now that we're all better, as a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observed. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility. So please, have an honest and if anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the.
Oh,
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself...
All right.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now.
wait. That...
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, It's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission.
Сомнительное поручение. И оно от Фатуи,
I've
да?
chosen it.
Exile
Самоизгнание.
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning, and as General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. I
Мудрец Азар.
tried to investigate
Вся эта
the issue
академия,
myself
мудрецы,
before
они
submitting a
подлые.
formal audit request. But I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
После этой катсцены я
So
отойду
they
на
really
пару
are
минут.
up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. I will never give up on this investigation.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less
Вдруг
scary.
все это выдумано.
Well, Sino, if that's your story...
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between the sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the divine knowledge capsule.
Yes, I was indeed. After all, the promised reward was so
Аль-Хайтам
great
предатель.
that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this...
The most enticing...
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me. Their words contained one key piece of information. Namely, from my perspective, the sage... So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the divine knowledge capsule. In the end, I realized had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up...
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you? Using one of those
А ты
capsules that
оказался
drive
рядом,
people
чтобы следить
insane?
за мной?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear, so it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing. You were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that.
That's true. Al-Haytham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well.
I'm willing to apologize.
Тут никому
if that's
нельзя
worth
доверять.
anything to you. I took
И
the divine
Аль-Хайтам,
knowledge
и
capsule
Сайна.
behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant. After all,
You should be well aware, Scribe Al-Haytham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion.
Через 5 минут примерно вернусь. Так, я снова тут.
Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the academia. Do you really think...
Fine. Although you haven't
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings.
Не фартите.
And now you, Dia.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, but then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case...
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
Whoa!
Что это было?
What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throat...
Creatures? In the...
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive...
Yeah, just leave them to Candace. Don't worry.
Спустя какое-то время ветер постепенно утих.
The winds died down. That means the Sans Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright?
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. All right, let's go. We've...
О, можно выйти. А вот двери. Candace. кстати, у меня вроде есть кандаки.
Whirling snow.
Кандаки. Да, вот. Ну-ка. Затестим.
What's wrong?
Ощ. Это типа щит? А, нет. Ну-ка, ешка. А. Что? Неплохо. Почему я ее раньше не использовал? Ладно. Возвращаем своего любимого Тигнари.
Let's go gather some.
Идем играть дальше. О, феечка.
Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here.
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated.
Here comes another.
Leave this round to us. I got.
It's been quite a while.
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go.
О, волки. Я с волками вообще не сражался раньше. Волки же в Инадзуме должны быть. Что они делают тут?
I hear everything.
Scatter. Germinate. Acrobat dance into the fire. You're.
Ладно, у них уровень выше, чем у меня.
Yeah. Yeah. Ha. Ta. 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 Here comes another wave. When are they ever gonna let up?
Ладно, ульту. Раз уж вы так этого хотите, вот вам ульта.
I'll uproot you.
Scatter. Take flight.
Can't see. What a drag.
Whirling snow.
Боже, эти волки такие. Бесячие из них кровоточение из-за них.
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh? Who are you?
Это староста.
My apologies. I
Наверное.
haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly. I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now.
I can't say they've always been common. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes.
Эрминсуль.
Another effect of So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorm.
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional...
Из-за
Everyone in
Эрминсуля
our
одни
village needs to
проблемы.
take good care of- speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper, most of them are scholars who lost their... The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So...
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village, but no one in the village has ever seen them leave.
I've had encounters with those people in the past.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty...
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these kinds of investigations.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. First they lose, but
Когда уже Сумеру закончится, хотя в город справедливости Фонтейн.
you seem like
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job. Let's start by finding a spot to share.
Сайна. Шутки от Сайна. Смотрите. 8000 хп. На персонаж 50 левела. И 10 тысяч хп. На персонаж 40 левела. 40-го, то есть.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation? One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its... The Academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. Initially, the people of Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings, suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his... Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright. After that, the people of Aru Village treated the mad scholars with...
A soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru Village?
Нахида.
Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad...
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the Academia could still...
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So,
Жалко, нельзя с
what do
Нахидой
you make of
связываться
the
больше.
story? Really?
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanagi...
No, it's not so much that I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali. The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more. In addition, I've never heard any story.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it?
Недавно мы вместе с ней
I've
спасли
spent
Сумеру.
many years interrogating criminals, so I can.
Good! Then you should know that we're...
That look in your eyes. How can this to think? Our arc.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use, but easier said than done. Excuse me, Huh?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
Сайна, детектив какой-то.
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are.
Grandpa is just... I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please.
Ah, so you're... I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was.
Whoa. Ethan wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sign up. Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where
Сайна,
Grandpa went.
пожалуйста.
Alright.
Ладно уж.
But first,
Ладно. Второй зритель зашел. А нет, Кандаки выше. Кстати, у телепорта форма другая и расцветка. Обычно телепорты просто синие, а тут... Привет, Лисан.
Sino is super...
Ah, you're back already.
we just wanted to confirm something.
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. One summer night, The oft mumbling and bumbling Grandpa suddenly... So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace.
All this somehow just
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has... It's also my reason for fighting.
То есть Нахида начала управлять безумным ученым?
Maybe the people have always had it.
Huh?
No, nothing. As long as Esau keeps his word and...
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for.
Hey, Isak! Oh, it's you guys! We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa. Really? Wow!
С твоим дедушкой все будет хорошо.
Alright.
О, 3 глава закончена. Люмин. Лильсан, это ты? Вот это. Понятно. Аяка. Окей. Нужно качать тех, кто нравится. Не надо слушать никого. О, Дилюк. Монштадт. У меня Яка столько не раздает. Хотя у меня 40-й уровень только. Гильдия. Вау. Мейн Хутао? Понятно. А у меня мейн Аяка. Сейчас на нем вилеты коплю. Елань. Аяка, Райден, Мона, Елань, Дед и Хутао.
A blade
У меня кто,
embraces its
кстати?
duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
А, вот. Эмбер. Что мне Эмбер делает тут? Так, Эмбер убираем и ставим Дэши. Убираем Фремене и ставим
A
Сару.
blade embraces its duty, as
Убираем
a jeweler
Кандаки и
cherishes
ставим
their gems.
Синли. Вот так. Хотя нет. Беннета поставим. Вот так, вот так, вот так. Все. А я просто коплю, я 4-5 первую половину и 4-4 вторую половину скипаю. Поэтому я могу и казаха, и неувелита прокрутить.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Если мне надо будет помочь, всегда я готов. Понятно, спасибо. О. Ну-ка. Не терять времени. Катсцен. О, Линет. Что за челлендж? Так. Линет. Чисто персами из фонтейна. Это Линет, Лини, Неовелет и Фурина. Либо в Гризли можно взять. Если есть все персонажи, то можно взять Фурину, Неовелета. И Фурина, вот, Неовелет, Гризли. И кого еще взять можно? Шарлотту еще. Крио пачка будет. Арлекина, да. Кэя. Ой, Лой. У меня нету Лой. Путешествие. И Рейзер. Это же самый редкий персонаж. Эмбер. О, как его звали? Сейчас, на Чунь что-то. Чунь-Юнь. А это Йома. Сейчас. Я Тигнари возьму. Тигнари.
Take your true form.
Шиньхэ. Я сначала вообще думал, что Шиньхэ 4-звездочный персонаж. Даже не задумывался. О, дед. Атака в падении. Ну-ка, кто у меня еще есть?
Osmanthus wine.
As Mentos wine. Всегда про свое вино говорит. О,
Blade embraces its
Барбара. Нингуан. Я раньше Нингуан хотел, но на нее геймплей скучный. Просто стреляешь. О, Наэль. У меня Наэль. У меня Наэль либо вторая, либо третья конста есть. Ну-ка. Созвездие. Третья конста. Вот. Неуязвимая горничная.
Someone needs assist. I must leave no stone unturned.
Но все равно Аяка моя любимая. Аяка это имба. Шеврёс.
Freeze.
Drop your weapons!
Final warning.
Ну-ка, какие у меня еще персонажи есть? Так. Кстати, я могу вроде бы временное прокачать. И на халяву получить вот это. Крутку одну. Что еще поделать можно? Давай. Так, надо выйти, к себе в мир пойти. Ой, какая Назума. Мне надо не в Назума, а в Сумеру. Азментас. Покинуть чайник. О, третий зритель зашел. Давай, заходи. Я жду. Азментас. Вот, электро. Внимание на меч электро. О, новый уровень. Плюс 6 опыта. Как полезно. Получить. Плюс ключик. Так. Кстати, ивент надо пройти, кстати, еще. Потом пройдем. Монштадт. Ладно. Ордов Авониус. Так. Так. А где он? Я понял. К Катерине идти. Все. Я знаю этот прикол. Все, я понял. Кто вот здесь сейчас выйдет? Туда. Покажи мне тоже. Я хочу тоже сделать. Стой. Я тоже пойду. Я забыл, как туда попасть. Надо как-то там за Кою взять. Вот сюда телепортироваться. Кордов Авониус. А где еще? Я только отсюда знаю.
Freeze. Dodge this.
Okay, freeze. Dodge this.
Freeze.
Freeze.
Cool it. Dodge this.
Good. Dodge this. Как попасть?
Cool it.
Cool it. Ой.
Cool it. Freeze.
Dodge this.
Dodge this. Freeze.
Dodge this. А куда надо?
Dodge this.
Take flight.
Cool it. Dodge this. Cool it. Dodge this. Ha! Freeze.
Надо туториал посмотреть.
Dodge this.
Ой, я случайно лед поставил. Да, я понял. Ок.
Freeze.
Ты провалился, да? Ай, я не успел. Давай. В точку Сумеру? Не, сейчас попробую. Я хочу тоже попробовать. Вот сюда куда-то. И теперь. Как это сделать? Непонятно. Я же сказал, не надо, ладно. Это Сумеру, да? Да, Сумеру. Ладно.
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
Блин, мне надо выйти из кооператива. Ладно. Хорошо. Ожидаю. Ой. А, вот.
Freeze!
Ты где? А,
Crumble!
куда залез? А, как туда попасть? Сейчас я тоже возьму люмин. Люминчик. А, нет, у меня люмин дендра. А, ладно, ладно. Лед не надо, так ладно. Гео, ГГ и высокий перс. К высокий у меня. Гео, ГГ у меня нету, мне лень. Поставь. Я потом тоже попаду. Во. Боже, чем мы занимаемся?
Gather!
Ай. Я ничего не вижу. Уже вижу. А зачем столб деда? А, просто. Тогда ладно. О, нет, нет, нет. Я чуть ли не увидел, сколько у меня круток. Я вижу, что ты залез. Ай. А теперь показать, куда можно отсюда? В смысле, куда можно? Что куда можно? Куда ты плывешь? А, давай. Ой. Залезаем. Кстати, а если сейчас вот профиль путешественницы, да? Вот первые пару созвездий дают же вот это, дают за сюжетку, а остальные двое надо за окулуса получить, да? Если я не ошибаюсь. Гага. Сейчас. Тут граница мира. Ай, ай. О, нет. Не, Памин говорит, давай пока не пойдем туда. А, нет, я пойду. Иди ты. Я все же попал сюда. А, все. Смотри, на стрим зайди. Зайди на стрим, увидишь кое-что. Пешком идти в Надзуму? Зачем мне пешком идти в Надзуму? Не понял. Привет, Rainbow Snow. Стрим. Вот, все. Пайман? Может, она и не должна. О, крыса, привет. Я думал, тут только моя сестренка сидит. Что тут происходит? Не знаю, хрень какая-то. Привет, сейчас передам.
Freeze.
Ты куда попал? Я тоже хочу. Я не успел. Надо сначала все делать. Трэш какой-то происходит. Еще один баг. Кэй отжимается. А, вовсе. В меня кто-то стреляет. Как? Непонятно, ничего. Я так и не понял, как ты туда попал. О, привет. Вообще я вначале хотела сюжетку проходить. Ну-ка, где это? Люциана, мне надо выйти из кооператива, ладно? Спасибо большое. Сейчас будем сюжетку проходить. Выхода за карту? В смысле? Там телепорт есть. А, заблоканная лука. Понятно.
Excuse me.
You mean the village keepers? When I was eating dinner, anything else?
Получите сведения. Я думаю, после того, как мы из сансары выйдем, сюжетка закончится, и мы пойдем к Скоромути. Оказывается, еще много.
Those eyes. Those fierce.
Don't change.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars. Honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little...
Do you also think Grandpa?
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost... He was actually the one who... It still feels pretty... Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for
Да,
others.
ну там интересно в начале. Все запутано. Сансара какая-то там. Только после всего, что прошел, тогда понятно. Там нужно мыслить, как в фонтейне.
Sir, have you seen my...
Oh, well, if it isn't... The last time I... Speaking of...
Oh, thank you.
It was
В фонтейне же есть вот эта штука, где надо доказательства искать.
That's no good. Well,
Моя сестра то же самое говорила. Старшая.
Wow, what an... Okay, thank you, sir.
Один перс, и это Нахида, да?
Don't say anything. Let's head over there.
Понятно. Царь Дешрет и 3 волхва. Это последняя глава или как? Мне просто интересно, я хочу фонтейн побыстрее. Дори? Дори только о деньгах думает, она мне не нравится.
See if you can make out what they're saying.
Но шутки Сайна это слишком... Это имба.
Yes, of course I have.
King
Это-
Deshret is the one and only true still.
Это
Haven't you
я сейчас,
noticed?
получается,
Delavar was
половину
saying
закончил
that
и
many
вторую
people
половину
also
начал.
went insane just before the... Isn't it a sign of King... Huh. Exactly.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh? Who are you?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Пустыня только середина? То есть я середину еще даже не закончил.
Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes.
А после пустыни потом что? А ладно, не надо. Я знаю, что мы со Скоромучей сражаемся в конце.
Okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about King Deshret's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the mad...
И что, мне еще долго проходить?
Go on. Keep talking.
История странника?
It's all true, sir.
Когда
Would
вот
you wanna
это...
live like this if
Как ее
Delavar
звали?
also said that
Вот
once
эта,
King Deshret
которая
returns
почти
to our
с ума
side,
сошла?
it's only a matter of time
Мы
before we
историю
conquer
странника
the land on
видели.
the other side of the
А
wall.
что задание, я не
They're
знаю.
all willing to serve under King Deshret.
Is that...
Seems like he... Got it. Please, don't beat me up.
The people here really like King Deshret, but dislike the Dendro.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
Даня.
I haven't run into him over the past few
А
days.
что задание,
So
кстати?
he probably hasn't...
No, not at all.
Sounds like you're not too...
No, of course not.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And many... So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this.
Дань Слейф. Мне уж скучно что-то задание с Дань Слейфом проходить.
Yes, yes.
Только первое самое было интересное.
That scared Paimon half to
Там
death.
Кей будет?
That
Сумеру.
was pretty terrifying. He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to... Very well.
У меня еще задание от Хонта Льюэ не закончено. Сейчас покажу.
I can take you.
Смотрите. Вот. Заходим. Гид. Ветер дует, журавли возвращается. Промежуточный том. У меня промежуточный том не выполнен. У меня еще и в разломе задание не выполнено. Вот ветер дует, журавли возвращаются. И тут надо вот эти два задания выполнить. Это задание занято. И мне надо сначала это пройти, потом то, потом после этого, после этих двух заданий, потом мне надо пройти вот это задание, а потом уже только потом начать задание вот это. О, я думаю, я один такой. Давай, Исаак, беги.
Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really.
Почему у меня выносливость не заканчивается?
I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
А, я думал, если... Типа, если ты прошел до этого, потом проходишь те задания. Допустим, если я Сумеру прошел, потом прошел задание Льюэ. Мне то, что я прошел за Сумеру, крутки дадут?
No.
А, я думал, мне дадут крутку только за вот эту. Только за разлом.
There's a scent that you can sense.
Хорошо же.
So, you know Tainari?
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes. Now that I concentrate.
Wait, surely.
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest. From...
Еще они тоже чем-то связаны. Кстати, вон там... О. Как туда забраться? А, вихрь. О, все. Где это? Сейчас. Я быстренько отмечу в интерактивной карте. Чтобы потом не возвращаться сюда. Деревня Аару. Так, это вот здесь где-то. Деревня Аро. Вот, я вот этот забрал только что. Да-да-да, все. Продолжаем. Ай-ай-ай. Что это за существо? Пока. Они меня убили так быстро. Грибы. А что они такие сильные? Ловите ульту. Почему они такие сильные? А, или нет, это мне просто первый раз так показалось. Блин. У меня еды нет.
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Что он там нашел?
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand from the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. The scent is quite faint.
Сайна буквально
But still
детектив.
extant.
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Huh? So you can lure
Снова
someone away
фотои.
with just a scent? Hey, what's wrong with liking good food?
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since even deep within the clutches of magic.
Скорее всего, это фатуи. Доктора.
So someone's taking advantage of their weak. Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance of all the mad
Кстати,
scholars
почему
have something to do with the
предвестников фатуи
Blackbird?
начинают делать игровыми с конца, а не сначала? Там сначала Тарталья, потом что-то, кто там еще? Арлекина еще сейчас.
We'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't.
Let's head to Aru village and inform.
Ну-ка. По появлению в сюжете. А что сеньору не добавили, хотя она мертвая? Все равно. Скоромуча что-то вроде умрет, но его добавили. Сеньору, я считаю, надо добавить.
darker fabric.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to...
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like
Когда
everyone's
Кенни
friends
фертите.
already.
Oh, Dia's here!
You bet.
Reasonably.
I'll hate them
Даешь
didn't go
сложно
with
с учетом ее механики.
We haven't seen him
Можно
at
только
all.
одну стихию добавить.
Huh. I saw him around the village
Либо,
entrance
возможно,
earlier
они в
and
конце
figured he was
сюжета добавят ее
investigating
как
with you.
двухстихийного
I guess he must have
персонажа.
gone off on his own.
Did you find out anything useful?
Ну, типа она меняется с ультой. Классно же.
I see. So,
А до Тора
The
же тоже
resurrection
нету,
of
да?
King Deshret? First
Хотя
I've
мы с
heard
ним
of
не
it.
сражались еще.
As far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall.
Почему рад лежать?
Scholars are fond of it.
Круто
but,
же,
as
и
you
Крио
can see, there
персонаж,
aren't many
и
scholars
Пира.
still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here.
Я бы
Not to
вывел.
mention making. It seems someone from beyond the.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then? Do we go back to the academia and
Но
search
перс
for
ради
Lucia?
Ешки?
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical
Непонятно.
step. But today, you've got me on your
Так.
team, so you get an extra tip.
А мы с до Тору
Didn't
сражаться
you
не
say
будем,
that
да?
the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the.
If Paimon remembers correct,
Ah,
Только
yeah.
с Скоромучей.
Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Enger, the These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King Deshret. Way they see it, King Deshret's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia.
О, круто. Ладно, удачи.
Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way.
Tia, you're amazing! You really know this.
No merc can afford to slack off on.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying.
Why?
Aru village is not a big place. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survived. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual. I need to go around. Good. Then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to
Сколько
Caravan
времени
Rebot
уже
with
прошло?
me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the mad scholars have been taken.
С начала
Sino,
стрима.
you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Полтора часа.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Один зритель только остался. И он сейчас, скорее всего, тоже выйдет.
Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of sun.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block? It was only after I grew up that I realized. The wall of Samiel is. Sumeru is run by wise and we're cheap labor. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The Academia believes we're underserving. Geniuses like Sataria are one in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate.
Академия слишком
Even though
лицемерна.
the Academia... I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Dia.
No, not at all. Besides, we're here to procure info.
Yep, we gotta. Shh.
Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful with our mission.
А какая
started
наша
the
цель?
moment we
Я не
arrived.
читал сюжет.
Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know. Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean you don't see any?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You're here.
Zaki.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land?
Hi.
Hello, hello. I'm
We've had... Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely...
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have you seen Edgar Delavar?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a
Сумеру
spice trading
царит
deal from another
лицемерие.
nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his...
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that...
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Care of...
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too.
Когда же Сумеру закончится? Меня все это уже бесит. Они вроде подписаны. Кто-то лайк убрал. Ладно.
Are we there yet?
Yep.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild...
О, драка. Думают, победят нас.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there.
Я думал, он
Not
свой.
only do I know that...
So, you've been watching...
Uh-oh. I'm a newly...
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you?
So you and Delavar...
Dia, but you got one thing right.
If that's the case, then I'm sure
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the wall of Samia would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Edgar. You're here too, huh?
А у них глаз бога есть.
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand why King Destred is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah. Gee, what a missed opportunity.
See? There you have it. Mercenary.
You're not wrong.
Enough talking! Get him!
О, драка.
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Жалко, у меня нет персонажа для стяжки.
One with the force.
Да мы их вдвоем расшатаем.
Take flight.
Can't see?
Germinate! Whirling snow! Propagate! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Take flight!
One with the force. Take that! I'll take my leave.
Whirling snow! Yeah!
impossible. How
Да, мы их
could
так
you?
легко разнесли.
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, and of course you would believe everything he reported. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Main is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You... Okay, that should be all.
Oh, so you've been planning this since we were in Aruville?
No task can be done without preparation.
Oh, but instead of catching...
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fry.
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned?
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how King Deshret is...
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked...
Wait, so he's a radical?
No, he isn't. I just needed...
Wow.
Ah, you're too kind. It was...
So, that...
About
how mercenaries only care about...
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon.
Аркон. Пока россияне говорят Архонт, они говорят Аркон.
I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives. I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in King Deshret, making the Dendro... But I see through it all. And unlike them...
Dia...
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village. This should be all of them.
All right. I'll...
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru village for quite some time.
While I'm questioning them.
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler.
Хорошо.
As for these idiots, let's just hope...
До утра следующего дня. Пойду пока что. Награда поручения заберу. Кстати, почему, когда ты телепортируешься к точке телепортации, ты не прямо рядом с ней появляешься, а чуть подальше? Это острая писаски. Привет, Катерина. Звездными безднами.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Я даже поручение не выполняю, но мне дают камни столько. О, друзья, заявка пришла. О, извините, если я не заметил. Невилет. А, нет. Ладно. О, легендарный сет почти что. О, пески времени, перо смерти, цветок жизни, корона разума, кубок пространства. А я-то тоже хороший персонаж. Мона. Артефактов вообще нету. Джин. Нахида. Нет, в Мастате лучше всего. Теперь время можно пропустить. Ждем утра.
So this is...
Мне что-то надоело Сумеру.
Right on time.
Хочу быстрее Фонтейн.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to...
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Военная доблесть.
I guess you can put it that way. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
Oh, Sino's here.
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh,
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Прошу, заходите.
Come on, let's go inside.
Почему перевод и оригинал отличается? Она сказала come on everyone, что означает все заходите. Друг Люмин. Привет. Это минуту назад. Ай. Как же я устал на этом стуле сидеть.
Candace, where? Whoa, you look furious.
Do I?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable.
Yes. Please, don't beat us anymore.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
Хорошие учителя, хорошие
You
ученики.
fear death yourselves. Yet you do not hesitate to place the ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the village keepers. They are vital members of our community. And some even you come here to my village and you treat my people.
You've made your bed.
We may all be desert dwellers. But there's one. The people of Aru village care little about which god. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have.
We understand. I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in King.
They're called village keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he
Где
said
сейчас
he'll help
хранители
with-
деревни? Я не знаю.
That's one.
Huh?
One.
One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then,
Wait, I'm telling the truth. He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. He,
Скорее всего, это доктор.
And he's always careful.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu.
Снова Сайн. Он их повалил? Что?
Smooth.
Okay.
If my suspicions are correct,
Из Академии, да-да-да.
some time ago, people from the Academia attempted to take the village. It strikes me now that this secretive character
Да, всё.
shares the same goal
Они
they
уводят
had.
с помощью благовоний хранителей деревни. И один из них вернулся в Академию. То есть доктор Дотторы. И он там сейчас главный. И его боятся.
That the Academia was purposely spreading a false. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with.
Not the Academia again.
Just as I thought, but what could they want with the village keep?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the Academia. Regardless, our top.
You're right. Isaka's still waiting for new.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to.
Yes.
You got it. Candace?
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone.
Они сами виноваты, что 25 тысяч опыта. Я не буду возвышать персонажа. То есть уровень мира, потому что у меня и так персонаж слабый. По 40-му левелу. Может, закончу Сумеру и потом.
Well, as you... You never think things through before asking...
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly...
Как пожелаешь, я не стану тебя останавливать.
Never mind. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. Anyway, you plan to leave.
Yep. We're not gonna fight. Enough with the silence.
Хватит молчать.
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
All Hatham. You haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village. Bold of you.
Yeah, you're all talk.
Аль-Хайтам такой.
While you were investigating, I had my own work.
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to. Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information.
Диктуй.
Huh? Right here?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But,
What does that mean?
how do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily... Remember what Candace said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of... By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply shit. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's... The reason being, to someone who...
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes.
Don't change this.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority.
Right. You...
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village.
I think it's been a few days since I last...
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything...
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little...
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the... By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me.
We're on it.
Так, что я хотел сделать? Так, я сейчас что-то хотел сделать, надо вспомнить. Что-то связанное. Надо Ладно, не надо. Что я хотел сделать? Все, да.
Miss Shawnee.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of...
Huh? What?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the ant. Go on.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you hi, Traveler. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you before. I wouldn't, Traveler. Do you believe our lives will...
Yeah! We came here from another nation, so it is, but even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest...
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe...
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors.
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with...
You can tell them. I'm sure.
All right. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes... Perhaps. I'm not sure. It used to be louder and more frequent. But ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often. And when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guard, but because we're in the middle of a desert, you would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than...
There's really nothing around these parts.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar. But
Yeah!